11 days, 4 cities, and one unforgettable trip. Come with my husband and I and our friend Presley as we travel through Japan. We booked this entire journey through an online travel agency called Travel Local, and we'll be breaking down exactly how we planned everything in our next video, so definitely stick around for that one. We started our trip in Tokyo, went through the beautiful mountains of Hakone, down to the temples and shrines of Kyoto, and through the bright and exciting town of Osaka. Then we ended our trip back where we started, Tokyo. It was a lot of moving around. Trains, luggage, early mornings, and packed days, but every single stop was worth it. This is Japan through our eyes. We started in Tokyo, and the second we landed, everything just felt different. Everything is fast, but also so organized. Trains running perfectly on time, streets are full of a ton of people, and somehow it didn't really even feel overwhelming. We spent our first few days just taking it all in, walking through Shibuya, getting lost in Shinjuku, and constantly stopping for food that we'd never tried before. We even rode go-karts through the streets dressed as different characters. And yes, we know, it's a very touristy move, but we had so much fun. A couple of notable places that we visited was the Ueno Zoo, Sensoji Temple, and Tokyo Skytree.
We went to Ueno Zoo, which is the oldest zoo in Japan. I believe it was built in 1882. It is right in the heart of Tokyo, and it's got almost 3,000 animals to be in the middle of Japan. We visited the Tokyo Skytree, which is the tallest structure in Japan. It is about 2,080 feet.
From Tokyo, we took a day trip to go to Disney Sea and Disneyland. We spent the entire day, from sunrise to sundown, here riding all of the rides, watching all of the shows, and of course eating all of the snacks. We did miss the fireworks though because it started raining, but at least we got to watch one of the parades before the rain started. And if you couldn't tell, this was definitely more of my thing than it was for the boys. After Tokyo, we needed a reset, and Hakone was exactly that. When we first got there, we went straight to the cable cars to try to get some views of Mount Fuji, but the weather didn't really agree with us. But just wait until you see the views we got the next day. We stayed in the Ryokan our one night here, and it was definitely our favorite place we stayed for the whole trip. We had a 12-course traditional Japanese dinner and had baths in their own hot springs baths. That was for our Ryokan only. This is a walkthrough of mine and Jordan's room.
We have a stunning view. During dinner, they came and set up our bed, and that was honestly the comfiest bed I think I have ever slept on. On our second day, we finally got to see the amazing views of Mount Fuji and Lake Ashi, and also tried some blackened eggs from the sulfur springs in the mountains. They're supposed to bring you 7 years of good luck, so I guess we'll see if that's true. From Hakone, we left and went to Kyoto. We had a private guide walk us around a bunch of the shrines and temples. There's just something about walking through the temples and quiet streets that feels just like stepping back in time. We spent our days exploring shrines, walking for hours, and just soaking in how different everything felt compared to Tokyo and Hakone.
Kyoto is a very, very pretty place. During World War II, Kyoto was the capital of Japan before it was Tokyo. I really highly recommend if you're going to do any of these shrines, temples, Arashiyama Forest, anything like that, I really recommend getting up early. Not very many people want to get up at 6 o'clock, 5:30 to go to a shrine or a temple, but you do beat crowds, so it's very nice. From Kyoto to Osaka, we took a bullet train. Bullet trains are very nice. It doesn't really feel like you're on a train at all. Going 200 miles an hour. It's got magnetic suspension. Very smooth.
We went on a food tour here with Arigato Travel Company and our tour guide Ike. Our group had so much fun trying new foods, meeting new people, and learning some history about the city.
Japan is very big on hot pots. Soup, noodles, is really big on like being able to cook your own food on these little stoves that you see in some of these pictures. Also very big on their desserts, mochi, red bean paste, and anything like that. I highly recommend, and whenever you go, you try something red bean paste. It sounds disgusting saying it, but it is really good. It's essentially chocolate. In one of these pictures we have, there's a couple of fish. Katie had a sweet cream filling, I had a red bean paste filling, and Presley had a sweet potato filling. The red bean paste was the best one out of all of them. Also went to a famous ramen restaurant called Ichiwan. It's where they serve you completely by yourself. They serve it to you through a window. It's completely seamless and touch-free.
While in Osaka, we also visited one of the world's largest indoor aquariums. It is home to 2 whale sharks and a bunch of other fascinating sea life. After Osaka, we made our way back to Tokyo for the final part of our trip. We were pretty busy on this day. We went to check out Tokyo Team Lab Planets, had a traditional tea ceremony, and got our pictures taken. We even got a little family picture with Presley.
Another thing with the Team Lab experience that really turns people off of it is whenever you go into these things, you have to take off your shoes and socks, and and you're going through there barefoot. It sounds disgusting. I wasn't really a fan of it at first, but Japan is one of the cleanest places I've ever been. So it didn't feel nasty, nothing about it. There's this part in the Team Labs experience where you're in ankle deep of water. They give you a towel and everything at your locker to wash off, and it's very nice. This room that you're seeing us in, it's a complete dome experience. You can lay on your back and it looks like everything is falling on you. What they don't tell you is that the room is spinning, so whenever you go to try to find the exit, it takes a long time to find the exit.
Coming back to Tokyo felt a little bit different this time. Like, we recognized the city a little bit more. The train stations weren't that confusing, the streets felt familiar, and we just spent our last day doing our favorite things again. The food spots that we loved, walking at night, and just trying to take it in all one more time. You start the trip with a suitcase full of expectations and leave with a camera roll full of memories you didn't even realize you were making at the time. Plus, we left with an extra suitcase we had to buy at Don Quixote's to bring the rest of our stuff home. This trip went by fast. 5 different places, constant trains, early mornings, late nights, but it was worth every single bit of it. If you're thinking about traveling to Japan or planning a multi-city trip like this, we'll break down exactly how we planned everything in our next video using Travel Local. And trust me, you'll want to see that one before you book anything. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe.